Hey everybody, so I'm going to make this video about what you're actually going to submit for the IA. And we're going to have, so we have a few resources we need to look at within our IA folder. Let's see, the major thing, I think this Mr. B's guide, Mr. B's internal assessment guide is going to be a great kind of guide for us to look through some of these IA things. The first thing to look at is that the IB provides us a template, because we need to, they're going to get millions of these submissions, or I don't know, hundreds of thousands, I guess, of submissions, and they want everything to be in the exact right format. So actually, if we go into here, there's a few things in the deliverables that we can look at. There are some specific names that we want for these things. So criterion _a _planning.pdf. It needs to be in a PDF format, not a doc format or anything else. If you hear anything, there's like cats fighting outside. I don't know if you hear that. Our video needs to be in a specific format. In this case, it's going to be MP4. It could be other formats like .mov. But most of the suggestions I've read say that an MP4 format is the most reliable, I guess is the best way to say it. But all these specific names. A lot of cats fighting outside somehow. So if I go into here, what I'm going to look for is also this template file. This is coming directly from the IB. So if we download this template file, it'll download as a zip. You will need some sort of program to open up a zip. If you have a, I don't know, like WinRAR is a common one if you have a PC, or I think on the Mac that's kind of built into the file system. But hopefully we all know how to do that. If not, quick research for you. Okay, so I unzipped this on my computer, and it's going to open up into two major things: the forms and actually, you know what? This product thing shouldn't be there. I think that's from a previous unzipping. Look into forms, and there should be these two major folders here. The documentation and the product folder. In the product folder, you're going to put the actual files that you've created. So the whole file structure, you can take it from wherever you created it, and we're going to drag it and place it inside of this product folder. The documentation is going to be all of these things right here. And look, they already have them built in for us. These are all in rich text format, but they are actually going to want you to submit this as a PDF. And I think, in case I haven't addressed that already in this video, I made a few of these. There are some really specific names they want, because they're going to get, you know, thousands of these submissions. So they want really specific names, and they need to be in PDF format. So make sure that we do that. And documentation is going to be these. I don't know if there's any more items. This is from the IB, so I guess these are all the items that they need here. And see if that matches up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, it looks good. So all these will be replaced with your own documents. In the product folder, like we said, this is going to be where your actual file format goes. You can submit it in here. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but the IB will probably not actually run your product. They might, but you're also going to create a video that kind of shows your code working and shows everything kind of running. So they're probably not going to. It's unlikely that they will run your actual code. So we don't need to make it so it's super accessible to them. But you should include it here because they will look through and check. Let's see. So, yeah. In here in the main folder, we do have this cover page that we'll talk about a little bit here. And I'll maybe open that a little bit later. But the other thing that we need to do is we need to, if we go back to our deliverables here, we do need to put our video will go in the main file, like main folder right here. And I think I have a list of all these kind of deliverables in here. And all these things are here. Okay. So I think we've covered all. Take a quick second to scare off some cats. So okay, if I'm recalling correctly, I think we covered kind of going through the product, the documentation. We got this folder open and running. But the last thing that we need to do is the cover page. So I think the cover page is going to be, it's really well covered in this Mr. B's internal assessment guide. If you look down to step number 4, it's talking all about the HTML file. So we'll be opening up the HTML file in a text editor. And so I just opened mine. I have a PC. I'm just going to open it up in Notepad. And there's a few things we have to do going through there, and it kind of identifies them here. So we need to go through and change the character, or change your character IB code. So we'll kind of look down through here. Let's look for where our character ID code is. There's the solution title. Okay, so we need to change that one. We need to change. Oh yeah, right. So instead of doing candidate name here, you're going to put in your code. So it could be whatever your 6-digit IB code is. Solution. I think so. They said. I think if it says your name, username, we can leave it blank. You can just follow the links on here. Hopefully it kind of works through, and you can follow this pretty quickly, pretty easily. Once you made all the individual changes, we'll go through and save the index file, index.html, and then we can go through and zip the folder. You don't have to worry about, at least for the 2021 class, you don't have to worry about this part because IB has canceled the Group 4 project, so we don't need to worry about that too much. But so really, just after we finish up this, the HTML file, we save that, we can zip the file, zip the folder, submit it, and we'll be all done.